Skinny Hardaway 7T, back with another EP. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in. We here for a good time, not a long time, but we will be here for a long time on my next stream, which is going to start right after this one, about in an hour or so. About an hour or so, by 11:30 Eastern or 10:30 Central. We going to come back. We going to talk for a long time. But right now, I just want to talk about this Keshawn Davis, Frank Martin, and Earl Spence situation. You know what I mean? After Keshawn Davis's last fight, he called out a few names, which I'm going to talk about because Keshawn Davis has been saying a lot of names, right? He's saying a lot of names, and I'm noticing a pattern with this. It's a lot of names that's really not top-ranked names. He got a big name, he got a few big names at 35, but yeah, after his fights, he called out Tank and he called out Frank Martin, which I understand. But we gonna talk about it right now. I'm gonna let y'all in on how I really, really feel about it. But just to put everything into perspective, on why we here. Keshawn Davis called out Frank Martin, after his last fight, and Frank Martin, and Earl Spence, and Frank Martin's promoter, which is Earl Spence. Frank Martin is with a Man Down Promotion. A lot of people forget that. I seen some people say, well, why Earl Spence have to say something anyway? Well, Earl Spence is, Frank Martin's promoter, like his real life promoter. Like when Frank Martin fights get made, Earl Spence is the guy that handles the promotion, right? So there's that. So Earl Spence said that, Frank Martin is really like that. You know what I mean? And I'm guessing Keshawn Davis took offense to it because Keshawn Davis came back and he said Terrence Crawford is really like that. And then Earl Spence came and then he said, yeah, he is. I don't got no problem, saying that. And then he told Keshawn Davis that you're not on our radar, just yet. He basically told Keshawn, you got a little more work to do before you fight Frank Martin. Frank Martin, right? And I got no problem with that. I got no problem with call-outs or nothing like that. I got no problem with, people saying the name. But my thing is, when you call out people who you understand that you're probably not going to fight, you know what I mean? Especially when you got especially when you got Shakur Stevenson on your side, you got Devin Haney on your side, you got Teofimo Lopez over there on your side, but after your fights, Keshawn, you call out Frank Martin, who's on the PBC, you call out Tank Davis, who's on the PBC. And I just don't want Keshawn to fall into this pattern of, the rest of the top-ranked fighters where they spend their whole career calling out PBC fighters and then fighting, a bunch of guys that we probably never heard of. Keshawn Davis has only 6 fights. The man is 6-0. You know what I mean? I understand that he wants to fight, the best of the best, but right now it's really just not, a realistic thing, you know what I mean, for him to be fighting a Tank Davis or a Frank Martin. People want to give trophies for call-outs. I'm not one of those call-out trophy peoples. I'm not going to give you a trophy just for mentioning the name, especially a name that's not, on your side of the street, especially when most people know Top Rank don't do business with PBC or PBC don't do business with Top Rank, whatever y'all want to say, right? Top Rank has been around a lot longer than PBC, right? So we all understand that they don't really do too much business with each other. So I'm not finna fall victim. What's good, Ricky? Quee, MP, what the fuck? What's good with y'all? I'm on it today, y'all. I'm gonna be here all day. I'm on it today. After I finish this one, I'm coming right back for another because I'm motivated. I'm motivated, man. I'm motivated. I ain't gonna lie. I saw some shit this morning. I've been seeing shit as of lately, and it's fucking with me. I feel like motherfuckers coming for me, so I'm finna give everybody what they want. Your boy back. When I say I'm back, I'm back. Y'all finna have to kick me up out this motherfucker. I'm back motivated. But yeah, maybe it was this Earl Spence and Keshawn Davis thing, it kind of got me going. You know what I mean? What's good, D Freak? Appreciate you sliding through this, John D Freak. Glad you can make it, pimp. But yeah, so Keshawn Davis, what y'all to picking up, Ricky? So Keshawn Davis Keshawn Davis, he says a lot of names, you know what I mean? He says a lot of names, right? He says a lot of names. He done said Tank. He done said, now he done said Frank Martin. My thing is, he said everybody but the people on his side of the street. So do you really want to fight the big fights? Or, do you want to, just call names of people you probably never going to end up fighting? You know what I mean? I'm not going to say never end up fighting, but no time soon. You're 6-0, Keshawn. You got people on your side of the street. You got Mercado. You got the dude that's talking shit about you, right? Who's top ranked as well. He's on your side, and I never heard you call out the Mercado dude who's 6-0. You know what I mean? It's just him fighting, and I got no problem with the call out. But him fighting Frank Martin, like Earl said, it's just not a realistic thing. You know what I mean? Especially when you only have 6 fights. 6 fights compared to a guy with 20 fights. I think it's almost because that the chatter between camps. Keshawn had 6 fights against nobody. Bud Crawford 2.0. Yeah, facts. Yeah, facts. Like when you're 6-0, they're not going to put you in the ring, with somebody with 20 fights of a level of Frank Martin. When you 6-0 and you fight on a top rank side, I'm not moved. I'm not enthused by you constantly calling out PBC fighters because those fights are going to be extremely difficult to make. And people went there, Earl Spence, he said, because, you're not on our radar right now. What Earl Spence meant by him not being on their radar right now is that Frank Martin is looking for championship level fights. Frank Martin is looking for, title eliminator level fights. Frank Martin is looking for, big names like, Chris Colbert. Now, Chris Colbert isn't a big household name, right? But he's a big name within the realm of boxing, and he's a bigger name than Keshawn Davis. The Keshawn Davis thing, I think is great how he's being pushed by Top Rank. I think this guy does have a lot of potential, right? And I'm not really the one to tell people, how to voice their opinions or how to move or nothing like that. But at this point, you know what I mean? I think Keyshawn Bark is getting a lot bigger than what he has been able to bite so far. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say his bark is bigger than his bite because I do think the young brother can fight. But I think like right now, with the people that he's fought up to date, he's barking a lot bigger than he had been biting. You know what I mean? Keyshawn is I don't want to say Keyshawn starting to smell himself right, but I think Keyshawn is starting to buy his own product. When you're a hustler, right? They tell you don't get high off your own supply. What's good, Nazay? They tell them don't get high off your own supply. Like y'all ever heard that? Y'all ever heard that saying? Don't get high off your own supply. I know I hadn't heard it a bunch of times, right? So so I think Keyshawn right now is starting to get high off of his own supply. You know what I mean? For like 6-0, right? Keyshawn is 6-0. Keyshawn is 6-0, and he's calling out Tank Davis, right? Tank Davis has almost 30 fights. Now, realistically, do we really believe that Keshawn is going to fight Tank Davis, right? So why am I going to be the one? So why am I going to be the one, to get myself all worked up over Keshawn Davis calling out Tank, right? Do we really believe that Keshawn Davis is going to fight Frank Martin, right? So why am I going to get myself all worked up over Keshawn fighting Frank Martin? You know what I mean? What I will be impressed with Keshawn, right? I'm not impressed by call-outs, no way, right? But for the people, before you call out people, I know a lot of y'all just happy about this because it's Earl Spence, right? But before you happy call out people, right? Where was you at when Earl Spence said, I'm coming for them belts, bud, and I want to fight Bud? Now, when it comes to that call out, it's all, well, hold on, wait, they got to get stuff worked out. You got to get a contract. Contracts got to get worked out. Contracts got to get worked. But when Keshawn do it to Frank Martin, yeah, Keshawn, call out them niggas. So, Y'all gotta pick a side. Y'all gotta pick a way to go. You know what I mean? Y'all gotta pick a way to go. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can't be excited for this one, but then when Earl called out Bud, it's all contract. You get what I'm saying? Like, it don't work both ways. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button. I got 18 people in the building. I got 17 likes. Ain't no reason I shouldn't have 25 likes in here. I done had about 50 of y'all come through here already. I need y'all to do your boy a favor. Smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in. I got 18 likes right now, 19 people in the building. I'm not saying shit else until I get at least 2 more y'all to hit that like button for your boy, because it's way too many of y'all in here to not be smashing my like button. Y'all don't send the super chats. Y'all don't send the cash apps. Support is free, man. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Tell a friend. Greatly appreciate you sliding through this thing. But I'm not the one. I'm not the guy to get extra excited. Appreciate them. Now I got 20. I'm not the guy to get extra excited over call-outs. You know what I mean? I'm just not. Especially call-outs from people on the other side of the street. Just like when Bud Crawford called out Earl Spence when he knew Earl Spence, was a Patterson Porter fight and shit lined up. You know what I mean? People be so inconsistent. Shout out my guy Ricky Williams. Appreciate my guy Ricky Williams in the super chat. My uncle said, I do, and you do, pimp, and you do. Shout out my guy Ricky Williams in that super. Greatly appreciate that, Unc. But hell yeah, I didn't get to the point where, like, I'm past all the extra, I'm past all the games, I'm past all the fluff, I'm past all the theatrics, I'm past all that shit with everybody. You feel me? Shout out my guy D Free. Appreciate you sliding through this, John D Free. Shout out my guy D Free in the super. He said, support the boy. Appreciate you, D Free. Shout out my guy D Free, TWT in the building. Glad you can make it, pimp. I'm just in a point with boxing, right? Like, where I'm past the theatrics. I'm past you having to sell me to fight. I'm past all that good shit. You know what I mean? I'm past that shit. If it ain't set in stone, I don't want to hear about it. We got Tyson Fury coming in here. He supposed to been fighting 4 different people in 4 weeks. The first fight, he said David Chisora. The second fight, he said Alexander Usyk. The third fight, he said Anthony Joshua. The fourth fight, he said Muhammad Shah. I'm not paying attention. I'm not buying into none of the hype from none of these people. What's good? What's your point? Appreciate you sliding through this, John. What's your point? Asante L was good. Appreciate y'all folks sliding through. If y'all could, smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in. We here for a good time, not a long time. You know what I mean? I ain't going to keep up too much of y'all time on this. I'm going to be here about 20 minutes. But y'all come on back, because I got me a stream. I got me another stream coming up at 11:30. We're going to talk about the heavyweights. And we're going to talk about Big Baby Jerry Anderson. He has something extremely interesting to say. But for right now, let's get into the exact tweets, that I'm talking about right now, Keshawn and Earl Spence. I'm about to take you to the exact conversation that both fighters had. Now, after Keshawn's last fight, Keshawn Davis has said, Keshawn Davis has said that he's open to fighting Frank Martin. After Keshawn's last fight, he said that he was open to fighting Tank Davis. It seems like Keshawn is open to fighting everybody except for the people over on Top Rank. You know what I mean? But yeah, Earl Spence went on Twitter and he said Frank Martin really like that. Keshawn Davis came behind him and said Terrence Crawford is really like that. And then Earl Spence said, I don't hate. He is. What you thought I'd say something different? Earl Spence said, keep working. You're not on our radar yet. You know what I mean? So that's what Earl Spence and Keshawn Davis had to say. You know what I mean? And then Keshawn came on. And then Keshawn came back and he said, you know what? I got to respect that, champ. He said, I got to respect that. So Keshawn did say, he got to respect that. So maybe Keshawn, understands type deal. But my thing is, and really, I'm not talking to Keshawn because Keshawn is doing exactly what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to fight, and he's supposed to call out the best, right? But my thing is for all you extra credit givers, right? If you're going to give extra credit, be consistent in the extra credit that you give. If you're going to give him so much credit for calling out Frank Martin and St. Davis, if you're going to give him so much credit for that, I need for you to give, Earl Spence. I need for you to give Earl Spence that same credit when he directly called out Terrence Crawford. You know what I mean? The two must be the same. If you go say, yeah, Keshawn, put them in their place. You got to say, yeah, Bud. Yeah, Earl, put him in his place, because Earl called out Bud. But when Earl called out Bud, all I hear is contract negotiations. Money got to be right. Excuse. But when Keshawn called out Frank Martin, yeah, make it happen. Don't be running from him. You can't run. You called him out. Why he can't call you? You get what I'm saying? Y'all just not consistent, and y'all expect me to believe. Y'all expect me to listen to whatever the fuck y'all say when y'all just so inconsistent in what y'all say, which is why I will never listen to y'all and what y'all say. What's good, A Street Mike? Appreciate you sliding through this, A Street Mike. Glad you can make it. Skywalker Boxing was good, pimp. Appreciate you sliding through this thing. Y'all, if y'all could, do your boy a favor. Smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in. Greatly appreciate it. We're in there having a conversation about what Spence and Keshawn Davis had to say to each other. What's good, Josh Sanders? Over social media. You know what I mean? Yesterday. This is in the wake of Keshawn Davis calling out Frank Martin, which I have no problem with. Keshawn Davis also called out Tank Davis, which I have no problem with. But my thing is, right, I'm noticing the pattern. Like, I don't want to see Keshawn Davis fall into the pattern of, calling out everybody and then fighting nobody. You know what I mean? Because if we being real, right, there's a lot of this going on in boxing, right? Where fighters, what's good, Coach? Coach said, fuck you in that like ho. Don't ignore me again. I'm finna ignore you. I'm finna ignore your super chat right now. Tell my guy Coach Joe in that super chat, which I'm ignoring. But yeah, it's just like if you go pull your pom-poms out, right, for call-outs, you know what I mean? I just need you to be consistent in you pulling out the pom-poms. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm not a person who gets overexcited about call-outs because I know the game. I know the game. You know what I mean? You call out a fighter that's bigger than you, right? You do that, and you build your name up, and you never fight them. You know what I mean? I just give you an example. And the reason I'm using this example is because it's mostly, these fans. It's mostly Keshawn Davis, Bud fans. It's most of them, they do this. You know what I mean? If you give one fighter, credit. You give one fighter credit for doing a certain thing, but you shit on another fighter for doing the same thing, right? Everybody is saying, oh, Frank Martin ducking Keshawn because Earl said that they're not on their radar, right? But Earl literally said, I want to fight Bud next. He got the belt. But they'll give you 20, 30, 40, 50 reasons on why Bud not ducking Earl. You know what I mean? So if you go give them so much credit for a call-out, right, that's just one phase. There's one phase. They're eventually going to get to that contract that you're talking about. You know what I mean? He said, T, let the people know it's a laptop giveaway coming up on my channel. My guy Ricky Williams got a laptop giveaway coming up. Rick, I need that fucking laptop. Win the laptop giveaway so I can come through that motherfucker try to win me a laptop. My guy Ricky Williams having a laptop giveaway. You got to follow through. You got to follow through Ricky Williams, on the regular so you can know all the details about that shit because he do it randomly, right? So it's randomly. He do a random giveaway. You know what I mean? So you got to be in the house to be able to be a part of the giveaway. So make sure that y'all subscribe to Ricky Williams Boxing right now to put yourself in the running for winning, you a free laptop. I'm most definitely about to go, about to be at every motherfucking show so I can win me a motherfucking laptop. You feel me? Shout out my guy, Ricky Williams. Shout out my guy, Ricky Williams. But yeah, Keshawn had, a little something to say type deal. And, I have no problem with it. I have no problem with Keshawn saying what he said. I got no problem with the call-outs. But a call-out is just what it is. It's a call-out, nothing more. especially when you know Keshawn Davis ain't really calling out Teofimo Lopez, who on his side of the street. He not calling out Shakur Stevenson, who on his side of the street. He not calling out Devin Haney, who on his side of the street. Or you know what I mean? He not calling out Mikado, who on his side of the street. You know what I mean? He calling people out, but his call outs are fights that we really know probably ain't gonna happen no time soon. You get what I'm saying? So how much credit am I going to give that particular call out? I like the fact that he's doing it, but with 6 fights, you got to understand that you're not going to get a Tank Davis fight. You got to understand that you're not going to get a Frank Martin fight. All those guys are pushing 20 and 30 fights. You know what I mean? So don't tell me that, oh, Frank Martin is ducking, or don't be trying to give Keshawn extra credit for calling out guys that he probably sensibly probably isn't going to fight. Essentially, you know, he's not going to fight. And that is true, A1, but don't give me all that motherfucking juice when he calls somebody out. When Earl Spence stand right in the ring, say, I want to fight Bud Crawford, and then you tell me that call out don't mean nothing. You tell me, oh, well, they got to work out a contract. You tell me, oh, well, the business got to be taken care of. Well, let Keshawn and Frank Martin business get taken care of before you go sucking his dick about him calling people out. You get what I'm saying? I'm not no give you credit for a call out ass nigga. You know what I mean? People call out people all the time. People you can't fight. That's like me saying, Batman, A17. That's like me saying, A17, I beat the shit out of Floyd Mayweather. I kick Floyd Mayweather ass. I beat his ass. That knowing damn well I'm never going to fight Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather ain't going to pick up his gloves to fight me. For one, because when he hit me, I'm a fake dead and he going to jail. For two, my name not big enough. He not even going to notice me. You know what I'm saying? Me calling out Floyd Mayweather, skinny Southern teeth, tough. He want to fight Floyd. Yeah, I'm tough because I know Floyd ain't going to fight me. Yeah, I'm tough because I know Floyd ain't going to oblige me because I'm not big enough for him. I don't got nothing to offer him. So I could talk all the shit in the world about Floyd because he ain't going to acknowledge me. And that's what be going on a lot of the times. But you know what I'm about to talk about next? I'm about to talk about a guy who just made a call out that's real reasonable, you know, that's plausible. You know what I mean? I got 26 people in the building. I need 4 of y'all to smash that like button for your boy. Get your boy to 30 likes. Greatly appreciate it. Big Baby Anderson called out somebody, and I'm about to talk about it. He called out somebody, and he also said that he's open to everybody. But the thing that Big Baby Anderson did was he called out somebody, you know, that doesn't have a promotional outfit. He called out somebody that he could actually fight. He called out somebody, you know, actually in and around his level, you know, budding prospect. You know what I mean? He called out somebody that's actually on the other side. I mean, he called out somebody that's actually, you know, not on the other side. It's certain call outs. I do give more weight than certain call outs. When you call out a guy, you know, who's a free agent, like Regis Prograde been calling out everybody for years. Shout out to Regis Prograde. He said, Big Baby beat a dude in slacks. I'm not betting against that, man. I'm finna tell y'all who Big Baby called out. I'm about to end this joint. We about to head over to the next joint. I'm going to start that thing in about 30 minutes, you know what I mean? Because I'm motivated this morning. I ain't going to lie to y'all. I'm motivated this morning. I'm real motivated. We're going to start that thing in about 30 minutes. I'm going to bring y'all back for this other boxing conversation. Want to talk to y'all about what Big Baby had to say. But Skinny Hardaway Southern T, this ain't the past, this ain't the future, but this the present. That's how we rocking, and I'm out. Look.